Hello, everybody. This is our third installment of Thick and Thin.
Yeah.
Can you believe we made it? Brent?
Cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. But we have
the big three.
Third time's a charm.
shows. Oh my gosh, how did y'all
We've
get-
been doing this long enough to now have a guest.
That is so true.
I cannot believe that she accepted.
I know. But
All the
listen,
way
she's going to
from
get so much
Crockett.
exposure to these millions of people that listen.
I know.
millions?
All of our fans.
All of 4 of them.
Hi, all of you. But you know what? They're very dedicated for. We've actually had suggestions. We've had comments. Which who does that?
Who?
4.
4.
That's who. But this is Sergeant Leea Price, who is my wife and my best friend.
Flash your badge at him.
Oh, a flash.
Yeah,
Give him a look-see.
And so she's not.
It says detective. Actually,
She's not on today as my wife. She's on today. She's on today as Sergeant Leea Price.
Sergeant Leea Price.
okay.
She is our guest. If
Couldn't
y'all have
tell
not
by
figured that out.
Couldn't tell by the get up, huh?
So I'm not going to treat her like my wife today. I'm. Yes, officer. Can I help you?
Sergeant.
Oh.
But if you're pulling me over, I'm not calling you sergeant. I'm just going
Oh.
to tell you right now.
Oh,
No.
Okay.
He would probably try and flirt
Because
with
that
you
would
to
just
get out
be
of the ticket.
confusing for me, honestly, more than anybody. Okay.
Well,
so,
first off, we thought that after 2020 was a pretty rough year on police officers. We'll just say that.
it was.
So we thought it would be a good idea to bring one in, talk to them,
Yeah.
how they're doing, maybe ask them a few questions
Right.
that the world really needs to know.
I bet whenever y'all were trying to come up with this segment, y'all were like, "Where in the world can we find a police officer?"
We really were.
I was so confused by it, and we scratched our heads and pondered for quite some time, and
And then the first 10 people we asked said no. And
right,
then we got to Leah.
why,
Wah,
but you can't have them all.
My ego is shrinking.
Can't have everybody.
You can't have everybody.
Keep them humble. That's what we say.
We asked everybody that was in police academy that weren't even cops yet,
That
weren't even
cops
cops yet.
Like, would you please come in and talk to us?
but again, you can't have it all.
Okay, so anyway,
So they'll settle for
this is
me.
Sergeant Leea Price, and we're so glad she's here.
She is
today.
the best, to be honest.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Yeah, she's all right.
I'm excited to be here.
Good. Are you-
Instead of taking care of babies,
That's the real thing we're doing right now is avoiding children.
avoiding our children.
Yes.
Gotcha.
oh yeah, y'all. This is like a date night for y'all because y'all don't have kids with you tonight.
And it's like a normal date where you're here somehow.
We have a third and
That
fourth
is-
wheel.
That is definitely true. Like whenever the kids aren't with you, I am. So
Right.
it's like y'all never have kids.
It's
It's our third child.
And honestly,
Just
has
have a-
become the fourth.
we just have two
It slowly
really
is becoming our fourth
hairy,
child.
large children.
Which is he's actually older than us, which makes it strange. But
It.
and we have a
did y'all
family
just
portrait.
say
Remember that?
Y'all did not use the code word for Soxy.
Like I said, Soxy.
Oh, no one's supposed to know his real
Oh
name.
well, we didn't say that. And
Maybe we can bleep it out.
yeah, let's bleep it out.
It's like y'all's fourth child. Okay, Sergeant Price, are you ready for some hard-hitting questions?
Can I Google them?
Nope.
Okay.
You got to just answer them honestly, without cracking a smile.
Okay.
Every time, okay, let's just do this. Like every
No,
time she breaks
do
out
not.
into laughter, she has to put a penny in the jar.
Don't do that to me. I don't.
We don't
even
have a jar
pennies
or
on
pennies,
me.
but we'll just collect them later.
Listen,
Do we take cards?
listen.
We'll take a debit.
Yeah.
This doesn't
take
work
MasterCard.
because even whenever I'm like arresting someone who's cussing me up one side and down the other, I'm still smiling. So it just doesn't work for me.
Well, it doesn't matter if it works because we need money for our podcast.
We need.
Okay.
We don't have
And so
sponsorship yet.
This is our way of making funds.
Okay, are we ready?
Ready?
Question number 1. Okay, first off, I'd like to point out, me and you being officers of the law together.
I think your uniform's better than mine.
If no one has noticed my uniform and the aviators, which automatically means I'm an officer.
You're an officer now.
So
Officer Stephen.
I have to conduct myself in a certain way, Brent. That's serious business.
And the gloves.
So I'm new, and
You're
the gloves.
ready.
I'm ready to like get to a crime scene,
Oh,
find some stuff.
Right.
some things.
And I would usually wear something funny but I didn't today. I wanted to be serious.
He is very serious
That's
today.
a
But my
lie.
shirt does say, what does it say? I can't-
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Except bears. Bears will kill you. I mean,
I like that both of y'all read
there's
it.
truth
We were in
behind that.
sync.
Yeah, we were. We always are.
Great band.
So as a fellow officer, I'm new on the scene.
Yeah,
you know, I'm
you're
new.
a rookie.
I'm
You're-
new.
Right. Rookie Stephen.
Is there
Officer
like a
Stephen.
special handshake that we have?
Not one that I can show y'all.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, so there is, but
I actually know it, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, it's not public information,
but I'm part of y'all now.
but we have a whole audience.
After. Okay. All right. Now, this is probably a question that I'm going to say roughly 98% of the world wants to know.
Wants to know.
Oh,
Stats show.
Stats show our stat guy over there, Soxy, looked this up for us.
oh no.
Why do you guys, and me as well now, I guess, why do y'all love donuts so much?
It's a question we all want to know.
Believe it or not, I have met officers who don't like donuts. Spit your coffee.
That's not true.
They're not even
your coffee.
they're not even a real thing.
That's not true.
And officers,
Please don't log off. Trust me, it's a shock to us as well.
That is not true.
That's not true. But
and
go ahead.
officers who do not like coffee either. Believe it or not.
I want to put the fact check thing on the bottom just
Exactly.
for that statement.
I just want to say that modern day coffee shops and baristas have ruined cops because now they expect to have flaky pastries, fresh baked, and it's just
Well, let's be honest. You
spoiled
can't
rotten.
pay $12 a coffee and expect for someone to show up every single day.
That is true.
I don't know.
They're
I
on the
got to pay
budget.
my house note.
I do have a
I
mortgage.
do have a mortgage.
And I'm just kidding. I love modern coffee shops.
And let me be
Yeah.
honest,
And
I
flaky
will still pay
pastries.
$12.
Do y'all? Okay, this is chasing a rabbit, but we do that sometimes. We'll get back here. Speaking of coffee, do you remember that one time we were at Starbucks and we all ordered our coffees, and Brent goes up there and he orders his, and he's like, "Can I get it like I don't want it quite as hot."
Yeah, I was like, I
and
told
so-
him, I said, "Oh, you want the kids' temperature?"
Because this is the
But
thing.
he
I
was
wanted to drink it immediately, and sometimes it's just too hot to immediately
But
drink.
he was trying to be all quiet about it so no one heard him. And then the lady gets his coffee and they were like,
Brent,
so and
kids'
so,
temperature.
Brent, kids temp.
and it was literally lukewarm.
So one time we were in
Bad
Aruba
choice.
and we actually went to a Starbucks in Aruba and we get our drinks back and Brent says Brid, B-R-I-D.
Well, they've got my name wrong before, but Brit is just, that's not even trying.
I mean, let's give him a little slack.
Can we give it a shot? Like, there's an N in there clearly.
Oh, Brit?
I mean, Brid. Like,
Oh, it wasn't even a T.
it was a D.
D.
B-R-I-D.
Brid.
Brid. Not even close.
So I call him that now.
Hey, Brid.
So this is the thing. So one thing I've learned being married to a cop is that there are certain things they don't like you saying all the time to them, like the little jokes, the old man jokes when you walk in.
I know
like,
where
like
he's
if
going.
if you see a group of cops, here's a note, people.
Like,
if
hide
see a
your
group of
wives,
cops
hide your
when-
kids, that kind of
Yeah,
stuff?
like when you walk, like when you walk in, what you don't say are things like, and this, because everybody says it is, oh, I guess I'm gonna go speed while y'all are here eating.
It's a good time to rob a bank.
Good time to rob a bank.
Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
hi, because everybody says it all the time, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, what I don't want to do is get too stereotypical. We talked about the donuts. So I just want to leave that alone, but actually I don't, because I actually wanted to do a game where
No, let me
we
be
sit
honest.
down with a cop and test and see which is the best donut.
Oh, so we're going to do that now?
We're immediately going to stereotypes.
So
Okay.
we're going into stereotypes about officers being fat, eating sugary substance, and being lazy.
Right.
Great.
But we
Okay,
respect
perfect.
you.
I can do that.
But
we
totally respect you.
But we totally
and we will
respect
teach
you.
our children to respect you.
That's right.
Right.
We will.
So
Okay.
can we bring the donuts in? Actually, yeah, okay. So here's a couple. Now look, let's not start with that bag because this is specialty items.
Oh, probably my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh,
I probably look, and there's some doubles because no one ever gives you one of anything. I asked for one of everything,
wow.
and they're like,
Oh, there's more?
I'm gonna give you 10 of everything.
I am really.
Okay,
Really
so
into this.
so here, let me see it because I'm gonna be running the show on this one.
All right, Brent, you're in charge here.
Let me see that.
All right, bread.
Okay.
Bread.
So we're gonna go through and just try out like
I would like the strawberry one,
we
please.
probably got 7-8 different.
I'm gonna be
ones.
honest with you. I've probably only eaten like 2 or 3 different types of donuts.
Okay.
Should I take my gloves off or?
So this is gonna be
Probably.
this is gonna be the display one. So when we figure out if
I
this
can give
is
you
best
more.
or worse.
It's fine.
A little sweaty.
So we got glazed, and this is a pretty one. So let's make
That'll
this one
actually be
display.
really good for what we're doing.
Or any of
later.
y'all listening? Because I don't feel like
Sorry.
y'all listening.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, here you go.
Oh, I'm not gonna eat that whole thing.
No,
So
just
what is
take a
this?
bite. This is just regular glaze.
They're
Just so we can
warm.
have a good, middle of the road,
I'm gonna go ahead and eat the whole thing.
That is actually very good.
That was good.
And look, I'm gonna be honest. That's hard to beat.
Yeah, I like a good
hard to
glazed
beat.
donut.
It's safe, but yet it's satisfying.
Okay, so let's put
That's
this one up.
if I buy them for the office, that's what I get. Just
Let's put
the-
this one
Yeah.
up there on the front of the table.
Oh, we're gonna ruin a donut.
Yeah, we're gonna put them all across the front, and we're gonna order them best to worst.
Okay,
Here's a tray.
Okay.
Okay.
put it in the middle so we can level
So
out
middle
our donut.
for now.
Okay.
We're gonna call that side over there best.
Best.
All right.
Okay, so for now it's in the middle because we don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's perfect.
we're gonna jump out there in the crazy land.
Oh,
And this is a cake donut.
I don't like cake donuts.
What
This
it?
is also- this is blueberry.
Blueberry
Oh,
cake.
blueberry. Okay.
Okay, so let's try this. I'm not gonna hit it every time.
I
That's
mean,
actually pretty good.
Pretty good.
I'm here for that.
Yeah.
I think we'll put it on that side.
Is it better than the glaze?
No, it's not better than glazed.
No.
I don't think
Two
so.
out of, okay. We vote. This is
Look, I'm not even
No.
saying because look, even if we did agree with that statement, people are gonna hate us just for doing that. What we just almost
Well,
did there.
I'm not here for the popular opinion, but
Oh,
it's not.
wow.
She went there.
That was good.
Okay, that looks like a
What,
cake.
that looks like hot water
that looks like a
cornbread.
mistake.
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
Actually-
Hot water cornbread?
I actually
Oh,
went and
yeah.
got cornbread for that one.
Thank you. So
For
what
no
is
reason.
this?
This is a cake donut.
Just a regular.
Just a regular.
Yeah.
No, let's move it on down. Come on.
It almost tastes like lemony.
Y'all agree.
It's still good though.
I mean, yeah, they're all good.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this
You know
is
what?
my,
Let's
now
go.
we're talking.
this is my baby.
Hold on,
I
hold
love
on, hold on.
language.
We're gonna go regular chocolate.
Oh.
Oh.
We'll get there. We'll get
Okay.
there. Here's a regular
Thank you.
chocolate.
I don't need that big. Okay. It's perfect bite.
See, regular chocolate versus chocolate sprinkles, it just depends on what day it is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it better than glazed?
I don't know. It just depends on what day.
A little bit of chocolate on anything is better.
I still have some glaze left. Okay. Okay. I'll agree. Just because I don't think it's a fight I can win.
You're right.
Okay.
Okay.
Moving on.
Now the one y'all were think we're
See,
getting to.
yeah, it just all depends on if I want a little texture to
Yeah,
my donut.
it's a texture thing for
Sorry, it
sure.
broke off.
we
bigger
can
than I
just
wanted to.
pile it on top of the chocolate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Did you wash your hands?
Did you sanitize?
I like this less. I like it less than the glaze too. And
Really?
I even like it less than the blueberry.
It's up to me and you. Are we going to agree or not agree?
You want to put it between the two?
Let's put it between the two.
Y'all like it better than the glazed?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need new friends.
Move on.
But like a tenth of a point more. Like
Yeah,
it's not
it's
like a
close.
landslide.
It's close.
Okay, well, hold
Yeah.
on then. If it's a tenth of a point, like
No.
to me, it's 3 points less than the glaze. So let's compromise and put it below the glaze.
No, that's a sin.
It's 2 against 1.
You can't have two chocolates right above the glaze.
It's 2 against 1. This is a democracy.
Moving on.
This is the last time you're a guest.
I have never had a.
You're never coming back.
A chocolate
And neither are you,
peanut
Steven.
I've never.
I hope
had,
y'all like the new Brent show.
It's hard to get a. This is just like normal. It's hard to get a
this
word
is
in.
So normal. This is literally what I live with.
Okay, this one is, I guess, just mixed nuts or something.
No, you don't put healthy on a donut.
Nope.
I'm putting that
I'm
down at the
over it.
bottom.
That's trash.
That's
Over it.
trash. For real.
I have never seen somebody with a chocolate nut donut.
A chocolate. A chocolate.
This is the taste of
A chocolate donut nut.
This
I'm such a dad
this
joke.
one is the taste of blue.
I think it's
What
just
flavor
blue
would that
colored
be?
icing.
I don't know.
Yeah. We're about to find out.
This is a wild card.
Do people really go in and be like, hey, I want the blue donut?
Here you go.
Is that a
Well,
thing?
I mean, I could see Bella doing it.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, this is a kid donut,
That's true.
but we're kids.
That's true.
I mean, it just tastes.
All things true.
It just tastes like a sprinkly icy
Here you
donut.
go.
I mean, I'm not. It's after the glaze to me.
I agree with that 100%. Because it tastes the same, but it just has a little texture. And so,
See, I don't know. I could still kind of eat the blueberry over that, but that's okay. I'm not gonna fight that one for sure. All right,
we're still going here. I'm getting a little full.
this is a strawberry. You
Okay,
want-
now this is what, anytime I go, a lot of times on Saturday mornings, I'll go get donuts.
This one's got some
I
sticky.
always
Sorry.
get the strawberry.
half that stuck to my thumb. Did you even get any sprinkles?
I don't
Here.
like chocolate.
I get this like every Saturday.
I hate that. All the way at the end.
See, I love it. It's got that tanginess.
Ugh. It just tastes like throw up.
Okay, that one's better than blue.
I agree, Brent.
No. Oh, y'all are terrible.
I agree, Brent.
Can we compromise and put it after blue?
There was no
Nope.
compromise last time.
No,
so
we
heck
won.
no.
It's a voting system.
Steven, you're voted off the island.
Good
Okay,
day.
so that's all out of this box. So now we got the two.
Oh, we're still
Wild
going.
cards.
Okay. All right. These are going to be good, I can tell.
Okay, I need a
Just
napkin
lick
real
your
bad.
fingers like everyone else.
Look at my
Why
fingers and then hand y'all stuff.
Why is this here?
Well, I'll explain that in a minute.
It's okay if you get it.
Okay, here, y'all just grab a piece off of that. So,
Oh, right. Is this a cinnamon roll?
cinnamon roll. This is a wild card. So it's not really a donut. Man,
I need more from a cinnamon roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to have to.
I'm going to put it before the cake donut.
Yeah, that's a
it's
good
worse
spot.
than the cake. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I need it to be actually
I need it
cinnamony.
to be more. Yeah.
Yeah.
But are we judging all cinnamon rolls right now, or are we judging that cinnamon roll?
That
This one specifically.
Okay.
It. I don't know if y'all can, but I can't. Taste
There's
the
hardly any cinnamon, and I
Okay.
love cinnamon.
This is apple fritter.
Oh, this is going to just really.
We're so healthy today.
I love apple fritters.
Trash.
This is trash. It tastes. It tastes like
Ah.
it's
No. Nope. Nope.
I
Nope.
don't even taste apple.
At the end.
Oh, before the nuts though. I don't like the health. The healthy just really threw me off.
Okay, so I'm trying to get some of this off my hand.
Here.
Okay, now this one. This one is a wild card, and the reason I brought this is
I'm not
because
eating it.
y'all may not know this. You guys may not know this, but this is a thing that Texas has everywhere, but it's not a normal thing. Like, I was watching a show one day, and these people from California had never even heard of this. Is a kolache. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't even know what that is.
Right.
Right, but it's popularized in Texas, but it's a German thing. Obviously, we know that, but not everybody does. It's a kolache, kind of like a pig in a blanket, but it's bigger and better. And this might be jalapeno.
Is this? Are we kind of doing what they call a mukbang?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I
Is that
have
the
no
right
clue what
term?
that is.
A mukbang. When you go to like restaurants and stuff, or go through drive-throughs and like you eat the food for
No.
the first time,
It's cold.
and
but
it's cold. I
Y'all
don't
know what it is.
We know what it is.
We know
You
what
never
a
heard of a
kolache
mukbang?
look,
That's probably a very inappropriate word, and I just don't know.
you probably using
But
it wrong.
I'm using it wrong.
You're using it. You're gonna get flagged.
It's a mukbang.
Let's quit using it just because we don't know what it is.
Okay.
Just
I'm
don't
gonna need-
Urban Dictionary that word.
I'm gonna need our video editor to check that word before he lets us post the video.
Muck, M-U-K, bang, B-A-N-G.
Okay, we know what this tastes like. Let's rate this just based on what we know these taste like.
No.
If it's right and fluffy and warm,
If it's exactly like it's supposed to be,
I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
where would you put it on this
Oh,
list?
dead center, because it's
So-
got to be what mood I'm in.
If you would have gotten so I have a thing.
No, just
No.
say regular
No.
cheese kolache.
I don't eat them. I'll eat the bread.
Carbs.
That's it.
You know where carbs go.
Straight.
To the
Steven, where are you
hips.
at on this?
I'm gonna have to put it in the middle, because here's the thing about me.
I'd be good with putting
I'm
it in the
either
middle.
I'm either craving something extremely salty or something sweet. I can't mix them.
Okay, we're going to average this. Okay, where would you have put it by yourself on this list?
Right after the glazed, because I can
Okay.
eat the
She don't
bread
like
and it's
strawberries.
really
Stephen,
good.
where are you putting it?
I can agree with her there.
Okay, mine would be the best thing on the list.
So we can put it there.
So we'll put it where we want.
Okay.
So we win.
That's fair.
Again.
But y'all know everybody on the camera, the audience knows that I'm right about that. That should have gone number one. Okay, so this is
Leave
what we're
a
saying.
comment if you disagree.
So this is the
Hold on.
official.
Yeah.
Leave a comment if you disagree about the order. And you want
Well, this is the official winner. Chocolate's winner.
chocolate one.
Chocolate sprinkles are next.
glaze,
glaze,
kolache, strawberry.
And then the
Yeah.
thing with nuts lost.
And
by
then
a
it just goes downhill
landslide.
from there. It just gets worse
Yeah.
and worse.
Okay, well that was fun, and now I'm full and ready
You
to go
asked a
sleep.
couple questions. I'm gonna go wash my hands. I'll be right back.
So
Y'all
it's
just keep going.
us.
Just us.
Okay, so here's something that everybody else wants to know too.
Oh.
You know, when you're driving around and you get pulled over by a cop and you're just frustrated and you're like, I didn't break the law, I wasn't doing anything wrong. That thing is so loud.
It is.
And when he leaves, whoever's with you, you're just like, oh, he just must have needed to meet his quota for the day
Yeah.
or the week. Is that a real thing, or is that just something that criminals say?
Yeah, so we do not have quotas. We don't have mandatory amounts of tickets we're supposed to write, traffic stops we're supposed to do. It is actually against the law for our agency to make us meet a certain number.
Did you know that?
I did not know that. You're
Yeah.
talking about
Quotas. You know how people say, oh, they must just need to meet their
Right.
quota.
Yeah.
I can't confirm nor deny that I have ever said that.
Well, I mean,
I probably should have known
But
that,
I can
being that
confirm
my
that you
father's
have.
been in law enforcement
Now-
for 40 years.
Now there
And I'm a
are
cop
there are
myself.
agencies who
Obviously.
have incentives for certain things and stuff like that. Because obviously traffic is a proactive thing that keeps drugs off the streets
That's
and
true.
all of that. DWIs, all that. So they do have incentives at some agencies,
which I
but-
don't think people think about. You know, like when obviously like everybody's connotation for traffic stops is negative, because if you're the one getting pulled over, it means money is possibly coming out of your pocket. But the whole deal is it's not just about that traffic stop.
It is about following the law.
It is
but
about
it's not
following the
just
law,
about you.
but it's also a matter of, like you say, you know,
It's proactive
it's
policing.
proactive.
Yeah, it is proactive. And then honestly, like genuinely, especially your, whenever you first get out of police academy, you're amped up to do traffic stops. Like you want to go do that.
You want
So
to take somebody down.
that's what you see cops doing. And so I can't say that just people who are new to the streets are all into it, but I know so many officers who just love working traffic. They just love pulling cars over all day.
Yeah, even if they had the opportunity to move to a different
Yeah.
deal, that's still what they want to
They
be doing.
just love it.
Yeah.
Do you polish your handcuffs?
No, I hand
question.
sanitize them after I arrest somebody.
How often do you use them in a week? And I'm not talking about on Brent. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to skip that
1,
question.
2, 3, 0.
No.
Okay. Have you ever killed anyone?
No.
I said anybody.
Any bun. Now, honey buns?
That was between
bun, we just got a honey bun
anybody and anyone.
I have murdered some honey buns. but
Have you ever shot someone
no, thankfully.
that you can talk about?
No,
Right.
thankfully.
Good call.
This is a safe place. You can tell us.
No one else is listening to this
No one is
conversation.
listening
What
to
about
us.
tased? Have you tased somebody?
You know what? I carry a taser and have never tased anyone.
Okay, but in order to carry one, you have to be tased yourself, right?
No, you can opt.
We are busting myths.
I know, left
Like crazy
and right.
today.
We should start a show called Mythbusters.
Mythbusters. That sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like a hit show.
It does.
Our agency that does not require that you get tased. However,
But did you?
I did get tased.
I feel like I've seen this video.
Yes, it's really horrendous.
In editing, can y'all put the video of her getting tased
Yes.
I'm down with it.
right here?
I scream really loud in the video, so just beware.
We want to see that.
Well, yeah, we
okay,
do.
let's
Yeah,
put that in
okay.
post. Thank you.
Get your heart rate up now. You good? All right, ready? Let's try this again. Taser, taser, taser. You're done. All right. Okay. Relax. It's done.
Just breathe.
Okay. Breathe. You feel okay? Okay. You see our probe placement here? You want to keep the wires together?
Okay. So let's shift into like a more serious
Okay.
questions.
I'm down.
Okay,
We'll take it down a notch.
take it down.
Okay.
Let's do it.
What's it like being a woman in the law enforcement industry?
So I could come at that from many different perspectives. We can start with police academy first. So I ended up doing a weekend police academy for a year, and I worked full time during the week. So normally a police academy would take somebody like 18 weeks back whenever I was in police academy. But I went for a year part time. And just in that, the standards aren't any different for females. And I completely agree with that. I had to meet all of the same physical fitness standards. You know, they didn't hold me to a higher mental standard, which lucky for the guys. No, I'm just kidding.
Gaddy.
I'm just kidding.
He wasn't ready.
But as a female, honestly, you know, you hear about, I mean, we're being serious. You hear about sexual harassment of like females in uniform and all that. But I'm going to tell you, females be doing a lot of the sexual harassing of males in uniform. Like women are very verbally harassing, I guess I can say. So
I can see that.
Happens to me all the time.
You know what I'm saying?
From that standpoint, things can be pretty equal. You know, one thing that my coworkers do that I don't know if it happens everywhere, but a lot of them are pretty protective. Like you're not going to just talk any old way to a female on the street. Right. And whereas I might not say anything to a female if she talked a certain way to one of my coworkers.
Well, I know, you know, and obviously I'm not you, but I'm your husband, and I've seen all this, you know, over the last few years, and you know, I know a lot of there might be some agencies that have that going on, you know, where it's constant harassment and stuff like that, but with y'all, it seems like it's more of just a family, and they're constantly protecting you, even like.
Yeah.
Like I know that you know how to do your job, and you're tough enough to handle yourself. You know, you've gotten plenty of altercations and fights and stuff like that you didn't want to get into, but you know, it's your job and you can handle yourself. But I know that the guys also take care, you know, they're like looking out for your back, you know.
They get that in a lot of smaller districts.
Yeah, we're like a family unit there, and I don't have to worry about anybody having my back or not having my back. One thing I will say that as a female is, just like with any female in a man's world, because it is a man's world that I'm in, is that you're going to have those preconceived notions from people. A lot of people still don't think that females should be cops. A lot of people still don't respect females as authority figures, especially whenever you're rank or something like that. Have I come across some officers even who have been that way? Yeah. You know, thankfully, I don't think that we have anybody in my department like that. At least if they are, they haven't been brave enough to express it. You know, but I'm like 99.9% confident that we don't have that type of arrogance in our agency.
Well, you just segue right into the next question.
Oh, okay, great.
So that was perfect. So so your specific department is pretty good.
Yeah.
You know, small town. Mm-hmm. Everybody loves everybody for the most part. Women in the law enforcement agency as a whole, do you think that they feel like they have to work extra hard to prove themselves, to go over and beyond, and say, I can do this? Even though you may be doing the job better than everyone else, but you still have to work extra hard to prove yourself.
Right. And I don't know if it's a mindset that we have because we know we're in a man's world, or if it's because people do put that extra pressure on us. In some cases, I have had that extra pressure or that extra expectation, or like I really, really have to earn someone's respect more just because of my biological makeup, you know. However, part of it could also be my mental state going into law enforcement as well, just knowing that historically we're not as respected as men.
Well, yeah, I mean, I've watched that. You know, you're a very, like go-getter type of person anyways. You're not a person to sit around and do nothing ever, and so you don't have to even have that deal of, someone else expecting more of you because you're a woman. You put that on yourself, and I don't know if that's across the board the same or what, but I do know that, like with you specifically, like you put it on yourself to work extra hard, woman or not. Like I don't know that it would ever even matter with you. It's just that you're always looking to move up and to better yourself and to better whatever your position is. You're going to try to be the best at that you can be, that kind of person.
Honestly, if you're a female getting into law enforcement, I think you already have that drive. I have maybe met one or two females that aren't even from here that I might say, well, yeah, they could work a little harder. But the ones around here that I know and I work with and I've worked with, like, they're not lazy. They are go-getters.
Yeah.
Okay. After 2020 being we all know, it was a rough year for law enforcement.
Yeah.
And you had so many law enforcement officers quitting their jobs that they've done forever because of all the political junk and everything.
Especially up north, you see a lot of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then the larger cities.
Yeah, larger cities.
Where it is more political. What was the one thing that kept you from quitting? What was the most gratifying thing that you experienced in 2020 as a police officer that kept you going to your job every single day?
Not trying to be like all political and just the PR for our department, but that truly, like, our community here where we live, and I know that it's a majority everywhere, you just don't see it. They truly are the supportive ones that support the police and who love us and truly think we're doing a good job are the majority. The other voices, once that is the forefront and that's what you're seeing, the other people and the negativity, that's really just in the back of your mind and it doesn't really make that big of a difference. My drive is I work sexual assault and child abuse cases, and I really enjoy the victim side of things. So that's my drive because, if I think that I have it bad with some negativity that's been said by someone that I don't even care about their opinion, unless it's like a valid point. But when you're saying stuff like that, like all cops are bad and stuff, that's not anything to worry about. My drive is, well, if I think I have it bad, what has this victim been through? What has this person been through? Was this child, this baby been through? And so that's my drive. At the end of the day, you have to figure out the reason why you got into law enforcement in the first place.
And let's just be honest. And I hope I'm not stepping on one of your questions, but
not yet.
Right. But like, I'm really bad about doing that. Asking a question before somebody else asks it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, but to be honest though, you talk about your drive to keep going.
Yeah.
But like, let's be clear. Like, we're also Christians, and you feel like it's your calling.
Absolutely.
And we talk about this all the time in our house. Like, our job is our calling, and so for Leah, like, just getting into it, Sergeant Price, whatever, as getting into law enforcement, it was immediately like, look, I want to do this because, for example, like the child cases, she felt like that God could use her in helping kids and saving kids, from rough home lives and rough situations that they're in. Some of these kids are going through some very, very bad things.
Right. Or even to pull the parents back and go, look at what you're doing, or look at what they're going through. And even just to bring that, my goal is not always prosecution.
Right.
My goal is fixing a problem.
Right.
That's my ultimate
Which
goal.
should be our goal. We talk about like the prison systems and things like that. Like, the prison shouldn't be just a cage to keep a person in. It should be a place that someone can learn how to become a
rehab.
It was supposed to be to fix a problem.
To fix a person, to make a person a better person.
Right.
So.
Last question, and then I think we have a game to play.
Yeah, that she's actually going to lead.
I've got a surprise for you guys.
Sergeant has brought us a game. Last question. Okay, so us as citizens and whoever that may be listening, what are some little things that we can do for the police community just to show appreciation or something in case you're having one of those days where you feel like everybody's against you? Like, what can we do to make your day better?
Because we talked about it, like, we of course, you see people all the time go, walk up to you and say thank you for your service, and I understand like that's a good thing to do, but we don't want to be too cliche, and we want to make sure that you actually understand we do care and we are supporting what you are doing.
You want to know what's never cliche? Food. We love food.
Donuts. We knew it.
We did it.
We knew it.
We did it again.
No, honestly.
We have gone and done it again.
Honestly, we of course we love food, and especially like water or Gatorade in the summer, like people sometimes donate that stuff. But honestly, like your true support and just praying for us and us knowing that you have our backs. If you see one of us, I know Brent kind of was in this situation the other day. If you see one of us on the side of the road fighting with somebody and they're getting the best of us and we're by ourselves, and you're capable, don't hesitate to come help us. Brent was there just last week.
Yeah, and look,
having to help an officer.
I'm married to an officer, and how long have you been an officer?
5 years.
Okay, I've been married to her for 5 years.
No, you've not been married.
Been married to her much
I've been
longer
married
than
to an
that.
officer for 5 years. Okay, I've been married to her
for 10 years.
10 years, and even before that, like I have plenty of family members that are in law enforcement. Stephen's my best friend. His dad was the sheriff for the longest time. I'm as close to law enforcement as you can get without being in law enforcement. I didn't know what I was supposed to do in that situation.
Right.
So like, this whole thing is going down. I don't want to talk about all the details of it, but this guy is fighting with this officer, and the officer has him pinned down. This guy's on drugs real bad. He's trying to get away from this officer. I didn't know what I was supposed to do.
Right.
I didn't know legally, like, okay, am I supposed to help? Am I not? I don't know what to do.
Right.
And
Brent's literally
sometimes-
sitting in the background like,
I was. That's how I felt. And it was me and our other. We have a shop, and it was our other guy. Our other technician. He's standing there with me, and we're just both like, I don't know what to do.
Well, and it is kind of
And so
one of
finally
those situations where you don't know if you're going to help or hurt.
Yeah, and the officer finally like called us over there, and he's like, "Hey, come help me."
Come help, yeah.
And so then I realized, okay, it's okay, for me to do something.
Stuff like that. I mean, just honestly, I love being thanked for my service, but especially if I'm like in a store and there's a bunch of people around and things like that, it can be an awkward thing to receive. I appreciate your support, but it can be awkward just receiving that. It feels like the attention is on you. And
Can I have an idea? And this is something that that we've gotten as youth pastors. But you know what is such an underrated thing to do for someone nowadays? A handwritten letter.
oh, I was getting there.
Again. Yeah. Well, go ahead. You
I was segueing into that. No, yeah, we do. We appreciate those thank you notes. We hang them up in the police department. Normally, every single one of us reads them, and we also like sending thank you notes. Like if you send food, and no, we really love food. Anything like that is a true expression, whether it be something public like telling us or sending us a note, or something private like praying for us. We appreciate it all, and that support matters to us.
Yeah, if you see a group of officers eating lunch together, go pick up the tab. We've seen that. I've seen that a lot of, people
and
just
that's
grabbing the
appreciated
ticket.
too.
That's awesome.
Because you do not get into law enforcement for the money.
Right.
That's for sure.
no. And here's a challenge to everybody that might be listening. If you see a police officer this coming week, just say, we appreciate your service.
Yeah.
Right.
That
Don't make a big to-do about
Don't make
it.
a big to-do. Just tell them, thank you for what you do.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy.
Right.
No, it's not. But it's
not
worth
easy at all.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
But we do thank all the officers.
We
that are
do
watching.
thank everybody that. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I have a
Okay,
game
let's-
for you guys.
Let's go. I'm ready
Okay,
for
so
this.
I'm going to ask y'all some questions first, and then we're going to segue into the challenge part. Is that cool?
She's interviewing us.
She's just
Yeah.
taking it over. I like
This
it.
Is that okay,
No.
Soxy
We gotta
McGee?
sit back.
All right, cool. All right, so I've got some crazy laws for y'all to tell me if they are true or not, if they're real or if they're not
Got
real.
it. So it's me versus you. Do you have a pen?
I thought we were on the same team.
No. We're always competing, Steven. You know this.
Yeah.
Okay, So I'm going to ask y'all if the law is true or not. And then if you think it's true, tell me what state you think it applies to.
Okay, so this is a 2-point question.
Yeah.
So if you get it right,
can't be as easy
if
as
you
true
get it
or false.
right, you get a point, and if you get the place right, you get a point.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
Ooh.
You can get married by proxy, meaning
Explain by
that,
proxy.
that
Wow, give her a minute, Brent.
Meaning.
Including my pocket.
yeah.
Teacher.
Ping me.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So
George Washington.
if you have a legitimate reason for absence, you can send someone to get married in your place as long as you have all the right documentation.
That sounds
gosh.
like something like Oregon.
Oh, I was immediately going to Oregon or Washington.
Do y'all think it's
I'm
true?
gonna say Oregon. I
Y'all-
think it's true.
Okay, I'm gonna say true, but I'm gonna say Washington. So we're
Okay.
One
so,
says Oregon and one says Washington.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. True it is. So
Okay.
both of y'all get a point for that.
Okay.
The state that it's legal in, now I don't know if it's legal in Oregon
state
or
did I say?
Washington.
I said Oregon.
I don't know if it's legal in Oregon or Washington. We can look that up later. But it is true in Texas.
No.
Someone
Yes.
can get married in your place?
Yes. Yeah. Crazy.
What if I'm already married? Just kidding.
Okay.
All right, we're tied. Next
So
question.
in this other state, I'm going to read off my phone no matter what. So y'all don't know if it's true or not.
Okay.
It's illegal to sit down or lie down on a public sidewalk. True
Okay.
or false?
I'm immediately saying false.
I'm gonna say true.
Okay. One false, one true.
Yeah.
What state?
Rhode Island.
Those Rhode Islanders, they hate people
They're
sitting on their
strict.
sidewalks.
They're strict.
You don't ever sit on a sidewalk.
So
in
it
Rhode
is
Island.
true?
It is true in Nevada. Can you believe that?
In
In
Vegas?
Nevada.
What? People sleep on the sidewalk all the time there.
For fun.
Like, what in the world? Okay. I've only got two more for you guys. Okay. In this place, billboards are illegal. You won't find anything blocking the scenery because the billboards are illegal.
I'm going to say true.
I'm gonna say true. One of the Dakotas.
Okay. All right. You saying Dakota. I'm going to say. Tucker, I'm thinking about you. I'm thinking about Tucker and his post. I don't know if I've ever seen a billboard in Montana. I'm going to say Montana.
Okay. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
It is true. So y'all both get a point. Hawaii.
Why didn't we?
thought
I
about
forget
that.
about them being out there in the ocean.
Just all out there just floating around out there. Is that how
They're
islands work?
Just out in the ocean.
The islands
out
float?
They're floating out there.
They're just floating around out there.
Jeez.
You never
All right.
know where island's going to show up.
there. One more.
In streams.
Hawaii's just like out there. Just,
Islands in the stream. That is what we are.
Okay, let's not.
No one in between. Sit away with me.
am I singing? Your
Dolly's part.
Dolly's?
And we're the right one. Make it loud.
Gotta hear, listen to the words
You
of
were
the song. Look, when it's time to go Dolly, I'm going Dolly.
I'm
Okay.
going Dolly full.
I can't remember who it was, but somebody commented on y'all's previous podcast and told everyone that they enjoyed whenever y'all do originals. And I would say that was pretty original.
I mean, it's a gift.
Okay. So
You're welcome, world.
One last one.
Okay.
Okay. In this place, you cannot eat frogs that die in frog jumping contests. Is it true or false?
I'm going to say false because everything else has been true.
Everything else has been true. It's got to be false.
False?
Okay, time out.
Wait.
said that.
Is that your final answer?
Well, okay, so we're not done with the game after this question because we're also doing other things.
Yes,
that
you're
could build
doing some
points.
challenges.
And those are going to count more points because those are big.
My answer is true.
True.
I'm going to say false. I'm going to stick with my first.
I'm gonna go true just so we're different.
Okay.
Where at? Where
What
would you-
state do you think?
Florida.
Florida? Okay. It is true. California.
There are strange people over there. Very strange people over there.
Okay. So we have two more challenges.
Okay.
Are we going to have time for that?
Oh, by the way, I won.
Oh,
Well,
not yet. We're not done.
Because these another ones are going to count.
I should have said
Foxy
that.
McGee,
Now
will
I
you hand me
jinxed
those 2
myself.
brown bags?
I thought we were done.
So how many points are these going to count? Because I got to come back.
Okay. This one's just going to be 1, but the last one is going to count for 5.
Don't count it just to give him enough to come back and win on one question that you know he'll get.
Nuh-uh, it's not a question.
Y'all are in this together.
It's a challenge. Okay. This one's going to
It's
count
anybody's
for
game.
1 because this one is easy. I want you guys to look at both
One,
of
only one. There's got to be up to 2 at least.
Okay, 2.
Okay, two.
2. I want you guys to look at the back of both of these evidence bags that I've prepared. And I want y'all to tell me which one is correct.
First of all, I'd like to say I expected them to look a lot more professional than this. We've got to really put some money into these bags.
Well, those are my DNA ones because you can't put DNA in paper in plastic.
Okay, let me look at that one.
Make sure evidence is spelled correctly.
Well, it's the same tape.
Google, how do you spell evidence? Now I need to see that one, bro.
Hold on, let me look compare.
No, y'all are looking at them separately. That was the whole deal.
Huh? Why is it? I'm trying to see what the difference is.
Yep. This is stuff you got to know when you're a cop.
Here, you compared it together, and then I'll compare after you. Don't tell me why you think what you think. Just tell me.
I'm gonna say.
Don't tell me what you think.
I'm just gonna tell you which one I think.
No,
is
don't.
right.
Not yet. We'll say at the
okay.
same time.
Okay.
Okay.
If y'all both get it right, do y'all both get 2 points?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we running over our time?
Okay.
Soxy?
So which one? Okay.
Okay. So here's my reasoning.
Just tell me which one you think is right.
I think the one that is right is what's written on the actual paper
too.
and not the tape.
But to make it up, because I got to make up a difference, but I don't feel like that one's right.
I'm only saying that because what if someone on this slick stuff
They
can
try
go
to-
take that off and change
Tape
it?
it off?
No,
We're going to tape it
take-
off?
No,
take
no,
it
this is
off.
the
The
same.
writing.
This is the same on that.
I love this. This
Okay.
is so funny.
All right.
The only difference is this one's going to the edges. That's what makes me think it needs to be like this.
I'm gonna stick with this one being correct.
I'm going to have to go with this one too.
Okay. Hand them to me.
Because it's going all the way across. That's why I say.
Okay.
How about this? Time out. Okay. So 1 point for if we get it right and 1 point for why. How about that?
Okay.
My
So
reason is
your
because the tape
reasoning
is all the way
because
across.
the red tape goes all the way across.
Yeah.
What's
Stevens
your
was something
reasoning?
about writing.
Because it's on the actual paper.
Okay. Y'all were both right. This one is the correct one. Your seal, your signature has to meet the seal and the
So we each get half a point?
So, no. The reason why this one is correct is because my signature went on the tape and on the
So
paper.
neither one of us got really right on that part.
I mean, I was kind of right saying it had to be on the paper.
Had to be on the paper.
I'm not okay with that point.
I mean, it was a good point.
So bonus round.
Okay.
This one is for 2 points.
Okay.
All right.
Bonus round. If I need to get into an evidence bag to retrieve evidence out of it for whatever reason, am I going to cut across the tape up here, or am I going to cut across somewhere else on the bag?
Well, you wouldn't want to cut into the evidence. I'm going to say somewhere else.
I'm going to say the tape, just because I got to be
The
different.
tape and somewhere else. And where would you do somewhere else on the bag?
Probably the other end.
Like the bottom?
Yeah.
Man, why is Stephen kicking your hiney tonight?
So I got 2 points?
Well, this is the thing. I have to say something different every time because that's the only way to catch
No,
up.
we can both get a point.
Y'all can both get a point.
I don't want to no, because I gotta beat
Okay.
you.
All right.
Well, I'm just going to go ahead and give myself those
Moving on.
other 2.
If we say the same thing, I
Soxy,
can't ever catch up.
Will you hand me that black kit with
I should be a
without
cop.
the tape in it,
I should be a cop.
and then those 2 bottles?
I've already got the uniform. Who's going to hire me?
Okay, you guys, y'all ready to get
Do I need to put my other glove on yet?
a little dirty? Yeah,
Oh, this looks official.
for 5 points,
Can I catch
babe.
up? Hold on, can I catch up with 5 points? Oh, so it's anybody's game. Okay.
Oh, see, I knew they were waiting on this one.
What is
This
this?
is my moment of truth.
And what is it for?
Hold on, I can't see.
Well, I can probably read it.
Let me make sure. No, I don't want y'all to read it.
It's biohazard materials.
He says stuff first, and I can't say
blood covered stuff and things like that. Saliva.
Okay.
Well, I got to say something different again because you've already said something.
Just say
You
it.
just gotta
What
jump
do you
with
think
it.
it's
You just
for?
gotta get to it, Brent.
Okay. It looks like it's something to do with there's some kind of UV protection going on here. So I'm wondering.
Yeah.
I mean, we're put to go into fingerprints, so I'm wondering if it has something to do with fingerprints. But yeah, I can't think of anything else besides I'm just gonna say just evidence. I don't know.
Okay. It is an electrostatic discharge bag for devices, for cell phones, so that you can't hack into them remotely and wipe data off of them.
So I was originally heading in the right kind of direction because I saw there was
and
some
then
kind
you
of,
switched.
and then I switched. 'Cause
Okay.
I couldn't think of anything.
Sorry, you don't get any points for
Do
that.
y'all want to cover your precious table for this next
I mean,
task,
is this gonna
or no?
This table is going to tell stories, so no.
Okay, take your right hand. I want you to use your T-zone, and same with you. T-zone, get it oily behind your ears, whatever you have to do.
Oh, I can just touch my face one
doing
time and I'm
thumbs?
good with that.
Whatever, and then I want you to grab the clear part of your bottle, and babe, you do the same thing. Y'all get some good fingerprints on there.
Okay.
Just everywhere?
Yep, wherever you want.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, whoever has mine is going to have the easiest fingerprint because I'm oily because of hydraulic shock.
Okay, I'm going to
Ooh,
give
that's
one of y'all
true.
gray, and I'm going to give one of y'all black because I don't have two black. Okay. Do you know how to dust for fingerprints?
Put makeup on all the time.
You don't do that. How do you dust for fingerprints with the brush? Okay, so this, and you said this. It's this.
Oh, it's a twisty
Oh,
motion.
wow.
You twist it. And then whenever
Fancy.
you do it, you barely touch it with the end of the bristles. I chose my gray one to do that. So you're going to get gray. And whenever you do it,
Beautiful song.
will you get one of those big brown bags out of there to put his on? Out of my kit.
Oh, one of those? Thanks, dog.
You can put it on it. Set it that way. Just dump a little dust out onto the bag. That's not how you'd normally do that. Will you give one to him too? That's not how you normally. You just need a little.
Thank you, Soxy.
A little more. That'd be good right there. You need about that too.
you're
Here,
black.
you can have black. Because
Okay.
you have the gray brush. He's going to have the black brush, I guess.
And so I just do it like that.
I feel like this could get
Just
messy
tap.
real
No, you
quick.
you can
Am I
dip
supposed to
it
wear
into
gloves
that.
right now?
I would. Yeah, you can tap it and then kind of like do like that to get. You don't need a whole lot. Yeah.
Okay, I've been dipped.
Yeah.
So I just twist it on there.
So look how much you have on the end of your brush.
Too much?
Like do this one time. Yeah, or a couple times, whatever. And then you twist. Do the twist. And see lightly and see if you can develop that print. Do you see your print developing?
Yeah.
You're putting too much brush on it.
Oh,
Just do it lightly.
yep. Got some prints there.
You got some prints there.
Oh, they got me.
Let's not have a glove competition because I'll lose that one too, apparently.
You look like O.J. Simpson trying to put on those gloves in the court.
I don't know how to do it.
Okay.
Okay, let me see the other brush.
Are you done dusting? You don't want to dust anymore?
I mean,
It's up to you.
So now you gotta, because you helped him, so I need you to help me now.
Brent, you
Okay.
just twist.
So yeah, dab and then tap once. There you go. No, not tap the actual paper.
Oh.
And then
Do it again, though?
no,
Light tap.
you've got enough. No, you've got enough. And then twist on, but just do it with the tips of your bristles. Just the tips. Spin it fast. There you go, Mr. Guitar Hands. Are you? Did you
Wow,
fingerprint
did you
the
do
whole bottle?
Brent?
Dang, I see one coming up already. You got a good one right there. Okay. So you're
just
gonna
lay this down.
here. Now you're gonna lift it. This is your sticky part that comes off, and you're gonna lay it down smoothly and evenly, and try to get the bubbles out without wiping your fingerprint away.
I have found my calling, and I know that you probably are thinking I'm saying Fingerprinting, I'm saying my calling is now leaving fingerprints because I'm very good at it.
Because you are super oily. Okay. Are you done?
I mean, I could get 3 or 4 off this. I'm just going to go for 1.
Now, granted, you could literally sit here and try to develop a fingerprint all day. Like, you could clean it up. You can clean the excess stuff around it. So, since you had gray, why don't you put that on your glove for a black background? I'll put it on the top hand part of it.
I want to get the best one.
Yeah, go ahead and stick that bad boy on there.
Oh, stick it on there?
Mm-hmm. Don't press it down too much, though. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Now what?
Just leave it there for now. I'm waiting on your...
Come on, Brent. We're not really trying to solve a murder.
Okay. I think I did it.
Okay.
Okay.
So this peely part peels off and try to lift your print.
Okay, time out. Say that again.
The peely part lifts off.
Get the sticky side and then press it up against the print.
Is this the sticky side?
Yes. Wow. This is really something.
How much did I press?
Get the bubbles out, but don't do it so much to where you're going to wipe away your fingerprint. And then lift it gently and stick it on your bag since I don't have any white paper. And now let me analyze y'all's fingerprints and see who did the better job.
Oh, Brent for sure. Man, that's a tiny print. I didn't do mine on a very straight edge. I did it on the corner.
Oh, look. So you want to look at your ridges and your loops and your whorls and all that. You got it at the bottom down there.
Well, I didn't want y'all to find
This
me.
was a 5-point game. I hope you know that.
You did it. I mean, it developed good. Let me see yours. Hold on.
Brent, we're done with the games. I won.
No, this is the last game. This is it.
That one before this was the last.
No. This is part of it.
Okay.
Let me see.
I don't want to.
Well, all we can do is tie, so it worked out perfect, even if you win.
Y'all's were both good.
Yeah, but whose is better?
We can say Brent because he
Yeah.
got the whole finger in there.
I'm going to go with Brent, and he did get the whole finger in there, and his was, I can see all of his.
I can't help but have these man hands, and this was
whirls.
too small for my fingerprint.
You know what? There
Okay,
you go.
so let's
look at
tally
this.
up the
Y'all
score.
tied. Do I need to do a
3.
tie buster?
No,
Tiebreaker?
I think we're good
I'm just kidding. Brent won by
because
one.
we are
Oh.
out of time.
You won by
Brent
one.
won. Look at that.
You had to
And I've
rig
done
it.
it
You
again.
had to rig it. Y'all practiced
See
this
my
at home.
hands just from handling that for y'all?
Oh wow.
All right. Great
Okay,
job, guys.
great
I had a lot
great
of fun.
combo. That was
Great
fun.
combo.
That was
Leah,
fun.
you were a great guest. Maybe we'll have you back.
Thanks.
We'll see.
I actually have another officer that wants to be on. So
Who?
my lieutenant. So
Well, he's welcome.
he's higher
obviously.
ranked than me.
Oh,
we
so
go.
the big dogs.
The big dog.
dudes.
Maybe after that we can get President Trump.
Nice. We're going straight for the big leagues.
We're just jumping right to it. Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoyed this. Don't forget to tell an officer you appreciate them.
Yeah.
Right.
Drop in the comments how much you appreciate them.
Yeah.
And then next week's episode
Yes.
is going to be a
blast.
lot of fun.
Yeah.
We're going to be in Houston doing some fun things. So y'all don't miss that one.
Right.
Do we
Awesome.
want to
Be
say
awesome.
anything else about that?
No, let's just.
Just keep
leave
it right
a
there.
mystery.
Yeah.
Leave it a
so
mystery.
we're going remote, people.
Right.
Okay. All right. Let's just say bye.
Bye. Thanks.
See y'all later.
Bye.